midst. In all, police say the suspect involved 5 girls, exposing himself to 3 inside the school, molesting 1, and finally sexually assaulting a girl on a path leading from the school.
We feel at this time that we are dealing with one suspect in these different episodes.
The suspect is described as a white man in his mid-20s with lighter, short hair and dark clothing. As for how he got into the school, the principal says there was a lot of coming and going last night with all of the activities.
We're going to do everything that we can to maintain a safety. We think we've done a fairly decent job of that, and we'll continue to do that, and we'll also we will evaluate the situation, and if we feel it's necessary, we'll beef up our security after school.
Now, police are following up on several leads that they've had throughout the evening and today, but so far no arrests in this case. They do urge the public, if they have any information, to call the Apple Valley Police Department.
Thank you. Frederica Freiberg reporting from Apple Valley. Colleen?
Now, as part of our commitment to our family-sensitive news concept, we wanted to give you more information about school security. Reporter Dave Huddleston joins us from the newsroom now with more details on what school officials are doing to make sure that students are safe. Dave?
Colleen, it's not just individual schools, but after this assault in the one in Spring Lake Park last month, entire school districts are changing their security policies. A composite sketch of the man who assaulted an Apple Valley student hangs on the wall at Burnsville High School. A district spokesperson says they re-evaluated their security system after a girl was raped at Spring Lake Park High School last month.
Our junior highs and elementary schools now are also locking all their doors, and we've created a greater awareness of making sure people check in at the office.
And if you don't check in, one of these monitors will ask you to leave. Since most doors are locked, the monitors are stationed at the front door and can see you coming. It's a similar situation in the Minneapolis School District. At South High School, you can't even get in the front door. And once you do get inside, you're greeted by hall monitors or off-duty police officers. We randomly chose a student and asked her if she felt safe here.
Oh, there's security here, security guard, and police here.
The Minneapolis District hires police officers to keep unwanted visitors out. South High Principal Steve Couture says after the recent acts of violence, school administrators will double-check their security systems.
So I guess if there's been an impact, it's kind of supports what we're trying to do now, and I think it highlights the issue that we can't get too comfortable and let security get lax.
Now, most school districts we contacted feel they have a strong security system, but they admit no system is perfect. For instance, in Minneapolis, the principals get together and discuss each other's policy so they can borrow ideas from each other. One of the things we did find out, once school is over, the system becomes more relaxed, and then the recent attacks in Apple Valley and Spring Lake Park both occurred after school. So school administrators will definitely have to work out that part of their security systems, Colleen.
Dave, do they have any ideas on what they could do, what extra measures they could take after hours when kids are coming and going for extracurricular activities?
Yeah, I think they're going to look at continuing to keep most of the doors locked. In the situation in Apple Valley, they opened some of the school doors because they had so many events happening. So some of those doors that were locked, they opened to allow people to come in more freely. I think they're looking at keeping those doors locked and keeping the monitors there for an extended period of time for when kids are doing after-school extracurricular activities or when the community is even using the school systems.
All right, thank you, Dave Huddleston reporting. And if you want more information about the security in your school district, you're advised to contact the district office.
Well, if your mail was late today, there was a good reason for it. A fire in the mail processing annex in northeast Minneapolis. Some machinery overheated, sparking that fire. The mail pieces had to be taken out and sorted, slowing the process. No one was hurt in that fire, and the mail still went through.
A father and son have a life-threatening experience to remember. They were rescued after being stranded in the woods near Isabella for more than 36 hours with wind chills as low as 60 degrees below zero. Bill Hudson talked with them today. Tell us about their story.
It's amazing, isn't it? It shows just how quickly things can go wrong, dangerously wrong in the North Woods. Nate Nishizuka and his 7-year-old son were just going for a quick spin on their snowmobile Monday afternoon. 10 minutes outside of Isabella, on the edge of the Boundary Waters canoe area, the snowmobile broke down. Attempts to get the machine going failed. They were suddenly stranded in the middle of nowhere. No food, no compass, nightfall setting in.
The temperature was dropping, it was getting dark, blackout, no lights or anything. I figured, we're not getting nowhere here, and my son started worrying, saying he was cold and everything.
Snow quickly covered their tracks, so for the next 35 hours, the father and son wandered aimlessly. Early Wednesday morning, Lake County Sheriff Andy Haugen, on his first day on the job, found the two on a logging road. It's estimated they'd walked 20 miles or more by the time they were rescued. 7-year-old Nathan Jr. remembers asking his dad if they could rest.
I was getting tired and I was walking a long time.
How cold was it outside?
Really cold.
Now, fortunately, the pair were wearing cold weather clothing, including snowmobile boots and helmets. But other than that, they were ill prepared for winter survival. Now, safety experts say always let someone know where you're headed. You should carry a good compass, plenty of matches, and pack along high-energy candy bars in the snowmobile compartment. And it's always a good idea to travel with another machine if you're in unfamiliar country. Nate Nishizuka said he had all the gear, but he left it in his Bronco, expecting not to be out very long at all.
How did he maintain his spirits and then, in fact, help his son get along?
He said he kept telling his son, "Don't worry, Nate. We're going to be okay. We'll get out of this, and I'll bring you toy shopping when we're done." But he actually said at one point, when it looked like they weren't getting out, he was going to have to level with the boy, and he did tell them, "Nate, it doesn't look good. We're not going to make it." And that was just maybe an hour or so before the sheriff finally found them. Very, very narrow escape from death.
It's hard to fathom being able to walk around for 36 hours in the best of conditions.
And remember, it was minus 28 degrees in Isabella on Monday and Tuesday night.
And they didn't dare stop.
Did not dare stop. They had to keep moving to keep that energy and keep that heat in their body.
Keep warm.
They weren't really sure where they were going.
No, they weren't. They were totally lost.
Wow. Wow. What a great ending. Thanks.
You bet.
Well, the weather problems in the metro area this morning were caused by warmth. Icy drizzle falling, making the roads extremely slick. Morning rush hour on the freeways like this stretch of I-94 in Minneapolis was no fun. The State Patrol handled 83 accidents of significance. Countless others were fender benders where authorities simply just didn't have the time to respond. Really frustrating when you're out there and your car can just be doing circles when you don't even know it. It can happen that quickly.
Yes, it can. Mike is joining us now to tell us what we can expect throughout the rest of the weekend. It's getting a little nippy out there right now, Mike.
Well, it is, and the temperature's been dropping since mid-afternoon. We actually hit a high temperature up in the mid-20s, and that was at midnight, and throughout the day, the temperature's been falling off. It was really that warm air we had over us last night that brought the freezing drizzle early this morning. Now, we thought we'd get the snow. The freezing drizzle was a little bit of a surprise to us. We will be clear and cold overnight tonight, drop down to about 5 degrees below zero. And then tomorrow back up to 13 with mostly sunny skies, and we could have a repeat on Sunday of what we had earlier today. We'll tell you about that in a minute.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike.
And on the bright side, a 17-year-old boy is happy to escape the warmth of the tropics for freezing Minnesota. Jesse Splitstoser of Plymouth was in Honduras as a volunteer, helping deliver medical supplies there. His group ambushed by robbers.
Glad to be back. Very. I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't here.
Splitstoser arrived late last night. He said he's looking forward to getting some sleep, being with his family, and yes, eating a steak. Make that a filet mignon, I think.
Must be nice to be back.
Yeah.
Much of secure feeling here than where he was.
Oh, absolutely. He had to stay, actually, to help testify against those who committed the crime, so he did some good duty there.
Took him a while to get home, yeah.
Well, right now it's about 8 minutes past 5.
Now, some parents are being told that they should be more attached to their children. For example, let them sleep with you. Now, is that good advice? The trend in parenting next.
And we want to warn you that at 5:23, Dr. Michael Breen will be talking about a sensitive issue for parents, how to talk to kids about sex.
You're watching 4 News at 5.
This is 4 News at 5, a family-sensitive newscast, reporting important stories of the day, but free of violent video. Our response to your concerns expressed through Feedback 4.
Now is the best time to buy at Sears with some of the year's best prices throughout the store. For 3 days only at Sears Grand Central, all appliances, all electronics, and all computers are on sale. Save on ways to keep hungry tummies from grumbling, ways to organize your thoughts, and ways to stay in the game. Save on all washers, all dryers, all TVs, all VCRs and camcorders. It's all on sale. But you better hurry. Sale ends Saturday at Sears Brand Central, where now is the best time to buy.
Dress up your bathroom with